Welcome to In Real Time, Marissa.
Thank you.
My queen, my angel.
It's been a long time coming.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
And we're here. If you can't see the video, we're drinking a kombucha.
We are. Not a beer.
They did have beer, but Marissa's not a beer girl.
I'm just not that kind of guy. If you gave me a red wine, would be sweet.
We'll be having a red wine.
Well, there was a bottle at the hotel and I thought about taking it, but it was like $1 million.
Yeah.
So, and I already spent $11 on some olives. So the budget's
we'll get to dinner with Katie and Katie will be like, where you guys been? Oh my God. So I want to introduce you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the queenies about you. Not that you need an introduction, but we're here, so let's do it.
Let's do it.
So Marissa is a co-founder of Lullaby Club with your mum, Kavina,
Yes.
and you founded it in 2019.
Yeah. Or I think 18. It could be 19.
Okay.
One of them. Wait,
18
when
or
it was
19?
19, sorry. Yeah, my son was born
thank God
then.
my facts are right. Okay.
19.
It was born out of the real need for you when you were pregnant.
Yes.
Trying to find clothes. That's how Lullaby Club was born.
Well, it didn't start that way. So when I fell pregnant with Sage, I was actually working for Chico. I was doing all their marketing.
Yes.
And then I have ADHD, so I was like, I can't sit still. I got to do something. So we started doing baby bedding because I couldn't find anything I really liked.
Yes.
So we did baby bedding, play mats, change mats, all that sort of stuff. And that's really last that long because we started doing loungewear and then we kind of, I think that's where we really found our passion doing loungewear, and we started with doing kids and matching mums, but then we moved into just doing women's because it was doing so well, especially during COVID. I think we launched that at a really good time. So yeah, it started there and it kind of like changed and evolved.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would say Lullaby Club now, and this is kind of what I want to get into, and it's conversations we've had about the trajectory of what you guys have been through as a company, but you're so community focused.
Yes.
It's one of your major commitments. And I think for everyone listening who's like, you know, I always say younger founders, but it's so condescending, but I mean like younger in like their journey, like myself.
Yeah.
I think it is one of the most underrated thing is
100%.
having a community focused brand. To begin the episodes always, we just like, I love to ask, what are you moving through in real time at the moment in business before we get into the juicy stuff?
Moving through real time. So at the moment our focus is we've got a shop coming.
Amazing.
So that's what I'm spending my time on. And we're kind of like in this transition phase in our business where we've had all of this growth and we had a lot of growth really fast.
Yeah.
And we're in this phase where we're trying to figure out, do we want to scale? How do you stop scaling if you don't want to scale?
Can you even do that when your brand is the size it is?
Yeah. And like with how passionate our community is, what does not scaling even look like?
Yes.
So yeah, these are the questions.
Especially when your community, like I feel like scaling is one thing if you're not community focused, but you can't stop that beast growing. Like it's impossible to kind of stop the scaling journey.
Honestly is like, I don't even know what that looks like. I think about it all the time. I used to be like, shoot for the stars. I want a million.
I want it all.
Yeah, I want it all. But like now I'm just with like how much it takes from you as a person. And we're in this like weird middle phase. Like we're not huge. I think people think that we're huge, but we're not. I think we've got 16 staff, which is still a lot. And it feels like a lot, especially when they're all reporting to you. But it's not a lot. And we're still like in this middle phase, but we're at a phase where it's like, I don't know how to explain it.
It's like an unsteady kind of ocean feeling. Like what do we go here?
Do we go up or do we kind of just chill?
And I spoke to Katie about this last week actually from Sabia Cole about you get to these stages where I feel like 100% like we're doing this or we're doing this. And then sometimes you're like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So it's like the unknown period.
Yeah. Like we don't have enough staff to need like a HR company, like things like this.
Yes.
But we need a HR company and all that sort of stuff. So that's something that we recently brought on board. But like we're in a weird middle phase where we need all these things if we're going to scale, but we're at a point where we're like, do we want to scale?
Absolutely. So, interesting.
Yeah.
I want to go back to you were speaking about how it first started. I think the start is so interesting for everyone. I guess what I kind of want to hone in on is when you knew
Mhm.
that Lullaby Club was going to be something, like what was that moment? And then
Mhm.
that COVID pivot that we've spoken about heaps before,
Yeah.
where you really leaned down,
Yeah.
and like what that was about and how you
Mhm.
kind of got there.
Honestly, from the very start, we were just YOLOing. It was just kind of like, it felt like right product, right time.
Yeah.
And we were just, we only had we had the lounge sets, the Avalon smock dress, and we had the Alex knitwear
Yeah.
for a while. And that all those three products themselves did exceptionally well for us.
Yeah.
And we kind of just rolled with that for a while, just bringing out new colors and all that sort of
Mm.
stuff. And then COVID stopped. Like, it just did exceptionally well during COVID.
Yeah,
And we were busy
amazing.
all the time. We weren't running ads, and it was insane.
Yes, we need to touch on that
It
at
was
the end. Yeah.
insane. Weren't running ads or anything. And then COVID finished, and we were kind of like, what do we do now? Because it was like, boo, like this. And then it was kind of like, oh. And we were just constantly chasing that high from the
Yeah.
COVID sales,
Mhm.
but it wasn't coming. And at that point, when we were really struggling to see momentum, we joined the e-commerce equation.
Yes.
And we've been with them for maybe 3 years. I'm so bad with like remembering how
That's
long.
fine.
Everything
3
was just
years could be
yesterday.
6 years.
It could
Who
be.
knows?
I don't know. But I'm thinking it was 3 years.
Yeah.
And I really want to say that like we've only made last year was the year that we kind of were like, okay,
Boom.
something just clicked, and we were like, we came up with, I guess, a method, and we really started to understand and trust what they were telling us to do, because we were going to these things and we were like, oh, that's a lot of money to spend on ads, because weren't spending any money on ads. We tried
Yeah.
agencies and stuff, and we're like, nah, sorry, agencies.
I think every single person I've ever spoken to has got that
Yeah, I
opinion.
just don't think anyone's going to care about your brand
Like
more
you
than
were.
you do. And like there were times where like I'd get on there and I'd see a Facebook ad, and it was like, it felt like, I don't know, Simpsons music on top of like,
Yeah.
it was just
It
not that
wasn't
good.
It wasn't giving Lullaby
Yeah, they're like,
Club.
but it's performing well. And I'm like, but I don't care.
It's
I'm
not
sorry.
It's not your brand.
You know.
No.
What were we even talking about? That's ADHD.
Oh my God.
Where was
We were
what were we talking about?
I need to just capture the clip of your face when you go, what were you even talking about?
Wait, where was I going with that?
We were talking about the evolution after
Oh,
COVID.
yeah.
And then
Yes. So we trusted the
Yes.
e-commerce equation. We
Trusted what they were
finally
telling
started
you.
doing
Yes.
what they were telling us to do, because it was scary. It's a lot of money. And wrapping your head around doing ads and stuff. I'm very lucky I have Kyra, who does all of our ads for us.
We love Kyra.
We love Kyra. We love her. And so it's nice to have someone doing that, but we figured something out, and it just clicked.
And they talk about that. Like that's what they talk about, right? E-com equation. That's what they I got into e-com equation from Marissa, and that's what they talk about. Like one day it just clicks, and I'm like, what? And then in the last week, I feel like I'm like,
and I feel like I see a lot of people like poo-pooing it, like
Of
being
course.
like, it doesn't work, and they've only been doing it for a month or a week or whatever it is, and it's
For
just like, it's
sure.
not going to happen overnight, and it's not just them that's going to make it happen. You have to want to make it
Yes.
happen.
And there's
So,
good and bad and everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of learning. There's a lot of setting up that you just got to want to do it.
Yeah, you need to want to learn.
And it's a hard slog, but once you actually have that breakthrough, it's great.
So let's touch on, that post-COVID, you're plateauing out and you guys really had to pivot and be like, okay, what the fuck are we doing? Like what is the plan? And you have spoken about this before, and at that e-com equation, that meeting recently, I was really in awe of the way you were so transparent, just being like, it was not working. What we were doing wasn't working, and we just had to look at it, lean out, figure it out. Can you touch on that for us? I feel like it's such an important thing for people to hear.
So I think the number one thing that really changed for us is the amount of effort and time we put into our community.
Yeah.
Like, I can't express how much the community has helped our growth. It's insane. The power of community. I talk about this all the time. Like, you have to have, but you also have to have a community with meaning. You have to have a meaning behind it.
You can't just and that's just what people talk about a lot, isn't it? Like, you can't just say you have a community if you don't. I agree. You have got to
you've
actually
got to understand why you've got
you're
it.
building a community. Yes.
So having the community, I would say, is the number one thing. And then what we did is we were doing really, really big launches, but less launches, if you know what I mean. So like launching 4 times a year or whatever it was. But we've broken up those launches so that they're not so big, so people don't get decision fatigue. And so they're still big-ish, but like not as big as they used to be. Yeah. So we're doing them every 3 weeks, and we have this method where we lock our website, and the community gets an hour before everyone else to shop.
Yeah.
And that the very first time we did that was with our Moncherie collection with the our Florence top and the posy pants and the shorts, all the ginghams.
Yeah.
The ladies love the ginghams.
Love the ginghams.
And really focusing on gingham has really helped us because I don't know what it is. There's something in gingham.
Something in gingham.
The girls love gingham. We say it all the time.
When you're like, we're getting rid of it. I was like,
I know.
Surely she's talking shit
The people were mad. Yeah. We ended up on tea time for that.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, they don't.
Oh, God,
gingham is not a joke, guys.
Everyone take a breath, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
yeah.
Right.
Gingham's staying. Okay.
Gingham is
it's all
staying.
Good. It's all good.
Right. Okay. Oh God. Right. So Gingham saying,
yep.
Thank fuck for that.
Thank fuck.
And you just built out community, and that was your main priority.
Yep. And locking the website, giving them that early access.
Yeah.
On that first launch, we sold out in the first, it would have been like 5 minutes. It was a huge launch. We had so much stock. And we just were not expecting it at all. We did like $500,000 that day.
Wow.
On that launch. And that was, we were going
amazing.
from doing, I don't know, $40,000 launches and stuff like that. So that the day that happened, we were just like, what the actual fuck? So,
yeah. No,
but
swear away. Swear away, everyone.
Can't help it. But that was the moment everything changed. We were like, okay, we've got to make this a thing. So every time we do a launch, that's what we do. We lock the website, we give them early access, and for the most part, it sells out during that early access. So
do you increase stock every time, and it's just continuing to sell out every time?
But we're also buying like 6-7 months in advance. So it's really difficult to
predict what size of community is going to be at that point, and then what kind of return you're going to need. Absolutely.
And also, like especially this last one, we sold out really, really quickly, and a lot of people were really angry about it. And they were like, why don't you just buy enough? And I'm like, if I had a crystal ball to know 6 months in advance what our growth would look like and what people would be interested in, what items, that would be beautiful. Beautiful, but we don't. And I'm just a girl. We're just doing our thing.
We're just a girl trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
No, I agree. And I think I really look at you in terms of the community aspect, and I've literally racked your brain a million times. I think you also have a massive and hugely engaged Facebook group.
Yes.
But in that Facebook group, I think what brands don't realize is how much you give, how much you provide, how much BTS. I think for people to buy into a brand, like you're asking them to buy in, be the first to buy all this stuff. You guys give back so much. And one of your commitments was that they would never they would never pay full price again. No. Can you talk us through that thought?
Yeah. So that maybe happened, it was last year at some point. Kara's going to be screaming at me watching this being like, it was this day.
We'll get her in next time.
We have to. Yeah. Last year it happened. We decided every month we were going to hand out a new 15. It started off at 20.
Yeah.
Just to build the community, but we had to put it down to 15. So it's 15% off every month. And so you get to use it once a month. And so we have one launch every month.
Yeah.
So most people shouldn't have to pay full price ever again. So it's a good way to get people into the community.
Absolutely.
But it's another way to get people to stay. So they've got the incentive of the discount, but they've got the incentive also of all the other things we do. We do Friday lives where we help with styling.
Yes.
We've got a lot of really great feedback from that.
Which is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Oh, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of good feedback. So the thing that we've really realized is, especially selling to the women that we are selling to, postpartum, new mums, all that sort of stuff, you become uncomfortable in your body. You're relearning how to dress yourself, and they want to know what to wear, what to put how to put things together. You know, it's
Yeah.
one thing to see things on a model or a website, but seeing someone, and what we do is we make sure we get a diverse range of women to come in to
Yeah.
style. So it's nice for people to be able to see, okay, my body looks like that, and I've seen these things on your website, but I would never have put these things together. Jade does a really great job of all that sort of stuff. She's super
Absolutely.
stylish and
Incredible.
super nifty, and yeah.
I think that's also a great way. I don't know if you've noticed, but have you noticed a return in like changes of sizes due to showcasing all those different bodies and
Yes.
what they look like? And I think
Yes.
brands underestimate that because
Mhm.
sometimes I go to a website and it's not that my body isn't shown, but I'm like, I'll order this size and I'm not sure. And then I've got to get it changed over. And I'm like, oh God, it would just be so much
Yeah.
better if I actually saw somebody
Exactly.
my size.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, no. So we've been really focusing on, and recently we did a photo shoot with all of our core styles. We got
Yeah.
a woman of every size in our community to come, and we did a photo shoot with them.
Wow.
So we're going to get that stuff up on the website soon. So it's just nice to see,
Yeah.
you know, different people wearing different sizes, and also with the use of AI, thank God for Claude. We built out
Bro.
a little section on our website for all of our core styles, and it's kind of, so what I did was in the community, I said, okay,
Yeah.
I am building this app.
Yeah.
I just need your help.
We need to talk about the
Yes.
app a little bit too.
So what it is I just said for the first one I did, I think it was the Avalon smock dress, because it's an oversized fit.
Yes.
So, and a lot of people really struggle with, you know, what size to buy, and the sizing really is just a guide because it's oversized and people have different preferences. You're never going to please everybody and everybody's different body and their different preferences.
Absolutely.
So I was thinking, what can we do to make this easier for people? So I did a call out on the community and I said, I'm building this app. I just need to know some information from you. So what they did, what I said was, I need to know your size, your normal size, what size you bought, what is it, their height, and something else, and like maybe just like a little feedback.
Yeah.
And so what I did with that, if I got so many comments, which is great because the Avalon smock dress people die for.
Yes.
And then I put that into Claude, and it built a little questionnaire thing. So what it does is you say, the height, because it's really important. The height is really important because it's just a really flowy dress. And the main thing is making sure that it's not going to be showing your bum.
Yeah, absolutely.
So ask for your height, your bust, and how you like to wear it, whether you like really oversized things or whether you like it a bit more not fitted, because either way it's not going to be fitted. I can't remember the word for it.
Like more comfortable, normal.
Yeah. And then it tells you exactly what size to get based off information data we've collected from customers.
Oh my God.
So it's real data that we're using to help other people to buy those things. And I've had all of them try it, and it's got like a 90% accuracy. It's, yeah.
These are the things.
AI is nuts.
AI is nuts.
Absolutely nuts.
And I need to use it more.
Yeah,
I've only just got in touch with Claude. We're just making friends.
Yeah. You guys will be besties in no time.
Honestly, because we've actually just put this thing on the website. Well, what I say I have done nothing.
Yeah.
It's going to go on the website soon. Laura has done it, and it's like a video straight away. So then they can answer different questions like, what lens do you do? And then you actually in a video answer it.
Yeah, right.
That would be really good for on the actual product pages.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Okay. So building out community. I feel like that's what you talk about all the time. That's your bread and butter. I think you talk about the pros of it, the cons of it, what that looks like. For me, I really want to know if people were to start building out a community now. So like smaller founders, what would that look like, and what would you recommend in your experience? Like, would you go straight to a Facebook group, or would you start smaller? Do you think other things kind of helped when you were building it out?
I think it really depends on how you are on your social. Like if you're founder led or like team led, how much information do you give them in stories? Because the way it kind of started for us is during COVID, I was like posting swatches. I was like asking for their feedback. And so we've always been built on this kind of like club concept where we want them to have a say and all that sort of stuff. So it really depends on your brand and how you show up for your community and your customers.
Yeah.
I would start with a Facebook group, but I would also start nurturing them on the socials you already have before doing that. I think it's really important to engage with them more on socials. Build it there and then move over to a Facebook group. We're also chatting with, well, we've been helping build another app. It's called In
Yes.
Club.
Yes.
It's for communities, specifically for communities, because we've always had a lot of feedback where they're like, well, I don't really want to be on Facebook, which is like fair. Some people just don't want to. I'm only on there for work. I don't post
Same.
on there anymore or
Yeah.
anything like that. So
In 2010 though, don't you worry, I was
on there.
I was eating that shit
like
up.
for a comment, babes.
Yeah, I had my grainy Instagram thing.
Totally.
like this, Edison, I'll tell you 3 things I like about you.
Absolutely. I actually think I'm too old for that era. I used to pick on my sister because they used to do that sort of
Oh my
stuff. And I'd
God.
see those posts come up, I'm like, the losers.
Losers. Gosh, don't mind me just diverting the conversation.
Yeah. So we're helping them build that. What it
Yes.
is basically Facebook communities. So businesses can have their own communities on there. It's insane.
Amazing.
Like they've helped us. We've been helping them. They were like, what's your wish list? And we were like, this. So you can do lives on there and you can buy directly off the live. There's a shop on there that links directly to your Shopify. There's so many amazing things. When a customer goes on there, you can set it up so it asks what you're interested in. And so if they're interested, they're a first-time mum, they're breastfeeding, this and that. This all connects with Klaviyo as well. So you can segment your customers based on their interests. So that's what we've been focusing on a lot, as well as making sure that they're getting information that they care about, because everybody's email inbox gets flooded and with crap that they don't want. So moving over to here, we'll be able to gather more data so that we can give them what they want to see.
Yes, okay.
Which is so insanely invaluable, because with the community page, it's all good, but you can't link it to Klaviyo or anything like that. So and you miss things.
Yes.
So with this as well, there's different rooms. You can have different rooms and you can unlock different ways of being in the room. So your VIPs can be in one room if you want to, or your PR people in another room. It's going to be
where
game
are we at with this
changing.
app?
Well, I got a message just the other day saying that they're a month away from, I think, releasing, because we've got community members already in there trialing it.
Yes, to get them.
So I think we started with 5 and then it was 50. I think we're going to have a couple more people.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, when that's done, you have to let me know so I can get Kaarme onto it.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yep. You're welcome, Ty, for the plug.
Yeah, Ty. Kaarme's next. Honestly, whoever Ty is.
Yeah.
I want to go now. So I think we know you built this, and I know that you probably say like we're not the biggest brand yet, but you're a massive foundational brand in Australia. I think if you say Lullaby Club, 98% of people are going to know who you're talking about. Yeah. I think you're such an amazing front face leader. I think that what you build out with your staff, content, like it's hilarious, but B, you've just built out really cool creative concepts.
Yes.
And it definitely sets you apart from other brands. And I think in a world where the social media landscape, it requires content. It requires innovation. And it requires so much. You have such a big team of content girls.
We do. That's probably the biggest part of our business is content creation and marketing.
Yes. And I wanted to go into this. I remember when I first messaged you and I was like, I think I'm going to hire my first person. And you're like, oh yeah, we have, however many you had at that stage. And I was like, oh my God. And now I've hired one. I'm like, okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see when you open the can of worms, how many people you need in that world.
Yeah.
So when did you know that it was your first, when did you know it was the right time to hire your first? Where are you at now?
Ooh.
And what are your tips and tricks? Because I feel like social media, 99% of founders, that's what they're stuck on.
Yeah. Yeah. God, when did we hire? Our very first hire was Zoe, but we hired Zoe because we had a showroom in our warehouse at the time. So we hired Zoe to be in the showroom, and I think she lasted 3 days or a week maybe. And then we were like, okay, no, you need to be on social media.
Wow.
She didn't have any experience. She came from I think she was a manager or a assistant manager at Universal Store. And we were just like, let's go. But Zoe is a drama kid, right?
Yeah.
So she was the absolute perfect person for the job.
Yeah.
So Zoe was our very first. And I would say she was probably around for about a year, because this is when we're kind of floundering still. We're trying to figure out what we need to be doing. And then we joined the e-commerce equation and we hired Jade. Jade was also hired for the showroom. And then we were like a week, 3 days
Honestly,
later.
Showroom, retail, it's giving the same thing that you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I was like, after 3 days, we were like, yeah, we're gonna need you on the social
Yeah.
team. So we closed the showroom. We were like,
Get rid of the
let's just
showroom.
get
It
rid
ain't
of it.
working.
We need that space. We're growing. So
Yeah.
we hired her, Jade and Ruby. Yeah, it just honestly snowballed.
Wow.
So I think
Okay.
we've got about 6 or 7 people on our social media
And
team.
how did you figure out how you were going to break them up into their roles? Was it just like your team got to a point where they were at capacity in what they were doing, and then you had to kind of fill another spot? Like, is that how you kind of did it?
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's honestly, there's no method to this. It's
Yeah.
kind of just going with what your staff member, we're all really open
Mm.
with each other. And if they're feeling burnt out or it's too much, we're like,
Yeah.
okay, what do we need to do next?
Mhm.
So recently Tyler and Zoe, it was becoming a bit much with the videos. Video creation is a lot. And this year
It's
we've
a
really
lot.
dived into a little bit more long form kind of stuff with our
Yes.
TLC
So funny.
diary series. That takes a lot of
Oh,
time.
God, yeah.
And coming up with the ideas and stuff behind that. And like, we don't have like, I wouldn't call it a script. We have like a brief that we follow, but we really just say what we want to say, which is hilarious.
I love it.
A lot of things miss out. Most things, it just goes a bit nuts.
Clara's like, cut.
Yeah.
No, not allowed on social media.
So we stole one of the girls, Chelsea, from the warehouse, and she's helping
Love.
with video editing 2 days a week now. But yeah, it's
growth
it's
as
honestly
you
just
need.
trial and error. It's
Mm.
just like you got to have an open dialogue with your staff members
Mhm.
and figure out, what's next. The social media landscape is always changing.
Always.
There's always different things that you're, needing.
Mhm.
Like, however long ago stories was such a big thing, you had to be on there all the time. Now we don't give much energy at all to stories.
No.
It's maybe like a couple of static posts and show our
Mhm.
face on there here
Yeah.
and there.
Yeah.
It's always changing. So yeah,
And you have to keep up with it.
yeah.
And that is why EE is so good. It
Oh.
allows you the best. It's like taking away, I guess, the need to be on all the time and be learning and be like, they just tell you, they support you.
And also just having other business owners in there that you can go, what do I do?
Yeah.
And they're honestly there's so many business people in there that are just so unreal and will be so generous with their time and knowledge.
Yeah.
And I just think that part of EE outside of all the learnings is just
it's
invaluable.
It's actually invaluable. Like, you cannot pay for it.
Yeah.
And you're in boardroom. So you're in the
Yes.
highest part of EE and like what they offer. So I can only imagine the conversations and just the advice and the knowledge would be immensely useful.
Yeah, it's also so like, because you get into these things and you think, oh shit, boardroom, that's crazy. Like all these people know what they're doing, but they're all just kind of like figuring it out too. They're just like YOLOing like us. Like you just put these people on this pedestal thinking, okay, they know everything. And I think that's what customers can do from time to time. Go, well, why don't you know how to do this? Why is this problem happening? You should know better. Like you should be doing this and that. And it's just like, we're just girls. We're honestly just figuring it out. Hey.
Yeah, we're just a girl.
We're just girls. Awesome girls.
Honestly.
But we're just figuring it out.
You crack me up. I can't with you. Literally. And it is really insane. And I guess one thing we can touch on is, obviously, I think everyone that follows Lullaby Club knew what you experienced last year at Black Friday.
Yeah.
That was a really, really hard experience. And I think something that any founder on that day would have gone, oh, it's a prank. Because that's the level of, I guess, I don't even want to say heartbreak, because I feel like it doesn't cover the emotion, like distress everyone would have felt for you in that moment would have been immense. And I guess all of those founders, everyone in that group would have been right behind you, being like, we've got you, we're going to help here, we're going to do this. Like, was that the worst experience that you've had so far at Lullaby Club?
Yes. Yes.
Run us through it.
I have to admit, it was like genuinely traumatic.
Oh,
like
100%.
And it was hard because I'm a people pleaser. So like when I let people down, it's really difficult.
Yeah.
And like some of the comments that were made were really hard to hear. And I get it. People are really passionate about it. And it is upsetting when obviously something doesn't go the way you planned, or you put time into going online and shopping and, these and a thing I've learned is I don't think we'll ever participate in a 40% off for 40-minute sale ever again. I think it's distressing, not only for us, but for customers.
Yeah.
And I get that. But yeah, traumatic. But there were so many founders that really
Mm.
rallied behind us, which
Oh,
was, and
amazing.
customers as well. So many great things, but it was really difficult to like drown out the noise from the people who were, you know, like the Reddits and
Yeah.
the people getting on TikTok just absolutely trashing us. And the difficult thing is like when you kind of just have to allow people to talk shit about you. And it's
Yep.
really difficult because a lot of the things that they were saying was just not accurate and just lies. And you
Yeah.
just, it's really, and especially with someone with ADHD, like I want to be like,
Yeah, rejection
no,
dysphoria.
dude,
I get
you're
yeah.
wrong. And why are you getting on here lying?
Yeah.
But I just had to
Like rise above
be
and
quiet.
leave it. Yeah.
So I think that's why I'm still just a bit like, "Ugh," because
And it's men's.
yeah, it's a lot.
Oh, and I
It's
think
a lot.
not only that, like you're the founder of that, you're the leader of that, then you have
Mhm.
your team, then they're distressed.
Yeah.
It is so much more than just an isolated incident.
No.
That feeds into every aspect of moving forward. And that probably will for the next few months at least.
Forever.
And I can't imagine what you're going to be like this year at Black Friday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like even just when we have big launches, like recently we had our Muse collection launch. And I knew that this was going to be a big one
Yes.
because, like I said, girls love gingham. And it was a big neutral gingham collection. And I
Yeah.
was like, they gagged for this. The community loved it. So when we had another issue with stock, well, the last time wasn't stock. This time it was a stock issue with the stock being re-put on after it sold out. I was just like, sweet baby Jesus, I can't. And I was like, we are going to have to build a rage room in this office because
I do think as well that like people don't realize that there is nothing that you can fucking do.
no.
And like if Shopify or an application oversells your stock, you can like I just think what frustrates me is that people are like, well, how do you not understand? And I think, well, I put the number in.
Mhm.
I can't, at a brand your level, it's
Yeah.
different like, you know, a smaller brand and you're watching them come in and it's order, 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 order. You can monitor it.
Mhm.
You cannot monitor thousands of people
No.
on something at one time or
No.
checking out. And I also do think like technology is good, but it's not fucking perfect.
No.
It cannot do everything perfect every time.
Yeah, and I'm not a technology person.
No,
Like
you're a creative.
we're just figuring it out. And
Yeah.
like when these things happen, it's so frustrating because
Yeah.
you're just like, I don't know how to freaking fix this.
Yeah.
So, and having to like attempt to keep your cool
Yeah.
and put on a brave face for your staff, like when you just want to throw a 3-year-old tantrum,
Yeah.
and have your mummy
leave.
fix it for you.
Yes. It's giving
it's
Kim
very
Kardashian with a diamond earring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
There are people dying, Kim.
Yeah. But in that moment, I'm like, I'm dying.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I'm going to die. Like,
Yeah.
someone please come and save me. I think the way you handled it, and I think also watching you, and I mean, you're always going to handle it amazing because it's your personality. You're so vulnerable. You're so open. You're so transparent.
Mhm.
And I think that when people say to me, why do you think these brands are successful?
Mhm.
It's that.
Yeah.
It's transparency and it's
Yeah.
honesty and it's getting on and being like,
Yeah, I can't hide it even if I want to.
same.
You know, like I don't have it in me
Same.
not to tell you about how
Same.
sad I am or like how
Yeah.
happy I am or
Or if I made a mistake, I'm like, fuck, I really didn't think that through. But
Yeah.
like, be transparent with
Yeah.
your audience, like your community who's buying from you because they know, like
100%. They see through it.
they see through it.
They see through it.
People
And
are
that's
not
why
silly.
people are moving away from influencers and stuff like that because they feel like it's not genuine.
Yeah.
And I feel like consumer confidence in brands is at an all-time low.
All-time low.
So if they can see through it,
Mm.
then it's never going to work.
Absolutely. And
you
I
just
love
have to show up as your authentic self.
100.
If they don't like you, then they don't like you. But like all you can be is yourself. I couldn't be anyone else if I tried.
Sometimes I do think like, God, I would love to be the girl next door, like really
I
quiet.
would love
and
to
just,
be
I would love to
nonchalant.
for a day.
Yeah.
Nonchalant.
Not tell all my secrets when I first meet you. You know what I mean? Like I leave
Yeah.
places thinking,
Just be
Shut
less loud.
up. For the love of God, shut up.
I know. It's like the warehouse where we are. Like I always get dressed up for work. I love it. But it's just a bunch of like tradesmen or like dog trainers and I'm trotting
Same.
around with my cowgirl boots and I can tell
Yeah.
they're all like, who is
What is
this
going
bitch?
on?
And what is she
Yeah.
doing? And I'm like, I would love to just be like a little bit more nonchalant, a bit more
Yeah.
chill, blend into the no.
I don't have it in me.
It's
I would
not
love
me.
that.
I want to touch on where you are now.
Yeah.
I I know that we spoke about you're in this period of like, do we scale? Do we not scale? We're opening the shop. What does that look like? Obviously, the state of the world, we've already touched on this before we come in. It's an interesting state of the world in terms of business and like what is going on.
Yeah.
And then Meta.
Yeah.
I think when I first came to you, I remember voice noting you and being like, we weren't doing ads. And I was like, do we do ads? I'm not sure. And the scaling in the world and everything. Like I think it's so overwhelming.
There's 150 things you have to do.
150.
And think about it at all times.
Literally. And I get messages from, you know, people who are smaller, and I'm sure you do too, being like, do I do ads? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, how long's a piece of string? Like, I'm unsure about where you are and what that looks like and everything. But I think there is just got to be a reminder of like, start here and work your way up. So when you guys started doing ads, obviously the landscape was so different.
Oh, so different.
So different. Acquiring customers so easy.
So easy. Even just like on social media, like getting views and follows and all that. It was easy. But like now it's just like you've got to fight for your freaking life.
You are in the fucking social media Olympics.
Yeah.
Like you were in the Olympics.
And that's why like we just have to show up as absolute weirdos on the internet for people to notice.
Yeah, and go
Hello,
viral.
We're here.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, it's me.
It is wild.
It's crazy.
But in terms of scaling, if you were to scale tomorrow, like if you're like, cool, we're scaling this beast, which I don't think you have a lot of choice anyway because your community grows so fast. But outside of your community building, is it ads? Is it like, what are you focusing on?
In real life, like getting in people's faces in real life, like activations, community events, the shop. And so the shop is one of a part of our strategy this year to be in people's faces and meet them in real life. And I think that's where we're kind of lacking at the moment. And a shop, I didn't want to do a shop because it's just another thing, more staff and all that sort of stuff, more money. It's not cheap opening a shop, I'll tell you that much for free.
Can you give us a ballpark?
I think our fit out is costing around $300,000.
Yeah. Oh.
And like rent is like $105,000 a year. Like it's not
not a cheap investment.
Cheap.
No.
Not cheap. And like also the thing with me as well is I don't like the idea of renting and also you're putting $300,000 fit out in somebody else's space.
Yeah.
That hurts my feelings more than anything.
Yeah, it's insane. But commercial real estate is fucked.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's a bloody monopoly. All the old men in Redcliffe own everything. There's like 3 of them and they own everything.
It's the same guy like in Burleigh here and it's like 80% of it. And I'm like, do less, King.
Yeah,
like,
come on. Let us have a crack.
Let us have some crack, brother. Out here with his probably his Kmart sneakers. yeah, let us sell some crack and have a crack.
For the love of God.
I also love that bricks and mortar is coming back. I think like I get that numerous shops, probably a nightmare, massive headache. But for the women that are like you and me, like love a chat, have ADHD, can't shut us up, are passionate.
Yeah.
Get me in a shop.
Get me in there.
Get me in a fucking shop.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
It will be. And I'm really excited about it. I'm under no we're not going into this thinking we're going to make a lot of money. This is not about making a lot of money. It's about having a space where people can come and shop. It's another way of marketing your business, I would say,
100%.
rather than, I think if you're going into bricks and mortar thinking you're going to make a lot of money, I think it's just very unreasonable. I think if you can cover costs and anything else is just a bloody bonus.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I agree.
I think having somewhere where people can go and try things on, you know, we can have activations, we can do all this stuff is invaluable, really.
And I also think something that and I was talking about this the other day, I think it's the last minute people.
Yes.
I think and it'll be so interesting to come back to this and see how that goes. But I wonder if the main income that comes from bricks and mortars in terms of this day and age is the immediate need. Like, fuck, I haven't got an outfit for tomorrow. I'm not going to buy it online. I'm going to go to the Lullaby Club shop and buy it. They probably wouldn't convert online.
No.
Like, unless there was a sale, like, unless it came around again and they're like, oh, we've got a bit of time.
Yeah. Those
people are going to be like, fuck yeah, I'm going in.
Yeah.
And they're the people that's new customers, it's new community. Yeah. Even though they're somewhat engaged and they're on your Instagram, maybe they wouldn't convert.
Yeah. We've got a lot of people who are in our community who've never bought.
Yeah.
And so I think this is kind of like that next step to like getting them there or getting them comfortable enough to make that purchase.
Yeah.
Because I would say we're like in the middle. We're not, I wouldn't say we're super expensive, but I think we're
Mm.
not on the budget end of it either.
No, but you can't be for quality these days.
Yeah, it just costs a lot of money to make stuff.
I
It
just
just
made a
costs a lot of
shirt
money.
and I'm like, how does anyone make money on
Yeah.
clothes?
And that's why shirts are like $300 because it costs $300 to make the shirt.
To make the fucking shirt.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And there's just this misconception that we're using small children and paying them like 50 cents to make these things. We're just not, you know. And we've been to China, been to our factory, and it's like these huge setups. They've got these they really look after them. It's just like, I don't know.
It is not the world that it's portrayed.
Not.
I
it's
think
really
those people
not.
stuck in like the 20-year ago. It is not that anymore.
It's not that anymore. They provide them with lunch. They provide them with dinner if they're doing a late shift. They take them on little trips where they do little team things.
Everything.
They really look after them. It's not these dingy little places. Yeah, absolutely.
No.
And they're paid a living wage.
Yeah.
So that was really important to us. So yeah, that's why things just cost.
Yeah, and your quality, and also all of your things are inclusive of breastfeeding mums.
Exactly.
You know, that's an extra zip, that's extra functionality, that's more thought. Designing is not as easy as just like, what are we going to whip up tomorrow? Like a singlet or a t-shirt. You can't do that.
Yeah.
It takes conscious consideration of what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, and we get people being like, oh, you know, Rayon, why are you charging this much for it? I'm like, because it's after the cost of it, marketing, paying for models, I don't think people realize how much a photo shoot cost.
Insane.
So like if for us, because we use more than one model because we want to show a diverse range of bodies, we use 2 to 3 models. So a model from an agency can cost for a full day, depending on their experience. It can be from anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 just for one model. So if you've got 2 models, let's just say that's $10,000.
That is gnarly.
And then you're using a location.
Yeah.
Some locations cost around $5,000 for the whole day, an 8-hour shoot. So that's $15,000 before you've even paid for your team. You've paid for a photographer, you know, all of that sort of stuff. So it's not cheap.
No, and I think it is an underestimated thing. I think when you aren't in business, you're kind of like, what the hell? Then you come into business and you think,
I get it. Yeah. And that's why it costs that much money.
And that's why I think people these days, and I don't know if you agree, but from having my own business, now I'm like, if I love a brand, I just go back and back and back and back and
100%.
back. Because I do think brands these days, some are killing it and some aren't killing it, whether it's their quality or customer service or whatever that is. So if you have a brand you love, like show them the love, like rebuy from them, give them feedback. Like I think people don't understand how much that means when you're building and growing.
But I also do understand where people come from where like, if you're going to pay a lot of money, you also want to have good service.
Absolutely.
You also want to have value from that brand. So example, community, you know, all the stuff that we provide there. So I think yes, it costs a lot of money. Yes, you know, some prices just need to be high, but you also need to be making sure that you're giving them that value.
Absolutely.
Post-purchase. Yeah. And beyond, really.
It goes both ways.
Absolutely.
If there was a young, I guess me is a perfect example. If you were to give me any advice in this day and age, in this world where we are, outside of community, outside of networking, because I think you're massive on that too, what would be your other little nuggets of wisdom that you would instill in younger founders?
What advice would I give? Honestly, look after yourself. Yeah. Yeah. This is something that I actually advise that I need to take on board. You cannot show up for your community, your customers, your team, your family if you aren't the best version of yourself. So like this year in particular, I've really realized that I need to look after myself because I give so much to my business. Yeah. And yeah, it can really take a toll. So start those foundations early.
I think people forget that you have children too.
Yes, I have 2 children.
Yeah, which I think people forget.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're also neurodivergent. So
beautiful.
It's just a crazy house, you know.
But literally
rolling with it.
You've got 2 children, you have a family. It is wild.
Wild times.
It is wild. And I remember something that sat with me was Mike's conversation at Mike, who owns Mac and Mike.
Yes.
As he was talking, he spoke, like a little bit of context. He spoke at an event and he spoke about, you know, where he was a few years ago and just the priority around mental health. And it wasn't what he was saying. It was his face.
Yes.
Don't you think it gives me goosebumps. I could feel him being like, if I could just grab every founder in this room and tell you one thing, it would be to look after yourself.
Yes.
And that it's not always greener the faster you scale.
No, it's really not.
You know?
And he, like the numbers that they're doing, I was gagged.
I was gagged. And also coming from someone who needs a lot of staff and has been told my whole business, like, you're not going to be able to scale a handcrafted business. You can't do it. You need too many staff, rada. Go get your jewelry made in wherever they would. I was like, oh my God, it's never going to work. And I look at him and I'm like, they're making their own fucking protein powder.
He started mixing it in a bloody cement mixer.
I'm like,
in his apartment.
Don't tell me that you can't have staff.
But what a
doing
motivator
things.
though.
What a
Like
motivator.
when people tell like people like us that you can't do something, I'm like
watch me, bitch.
We had a comment recently on, I think it was a video we had about the shop. And they're like, no, you won't last long down in Redcliffe. And I'm like, I can't wait to show you you're wrong. And I've signed a 5-year lease, so I have to.
Watch me, bitch.
Yeah. I'll be here for 5 years.
She'll be with her little suit on. Like, what's those little suits? You have to get one of those suits that oh, Marissa will be like, we're open. We're open. Come on in.
No, but we've come up with some really, everything in me wants to say what we've been planning for the shop, but the girls will be like,
they'll
screaming.
Kill you.
Yeah.
Cara will be like, Millie,
Alex
don't
will be like,
let her.
what did you tell them all? No. So
it'll be amazing.
We're really trying to set ourselves apart and like have other kind of revenue streams within the store too. So yeah.
Okay, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
To finish off, I think apps to go over. What is that app called that they're building?
In Club, yes.
Claude.
Yep.
Massive. Get into Claude.
Genuinely.
Use it. I'm still learning, but
I think use it wisely though. I think it's really big at the moment. But I think
don't connect it to your shit yet. Don't
connect it to your shit.
Your stuff.
I watched a video that Kobe from E-commerce Equation posted recently. People were connecting their Meta ads to Claude, and because I don't know what was happening, but Meta was closing their ads accounts. Yeah.
Whoa.
So I've not connected anything to do with APIs or connecting things. Don't do it. But ways you can make, for instance, so what I do with Claude is I hate emails. I have a backlog of like 35,000 emails. It's insane. Like I avoid them at all costs. Like I feel like I'm too far gone with them.
Yeah.
So I've set up a thing with Claude in co-work that what it does at 7:00 every morning is it sorts through my emails, tells me what I need to care about and what I need to do based off my emails and who I need to get back to, and then puts everything else in the junk file for me. Which is like freaking awesome.
Junk.
Yeah, I'm like, if I don't need to do anything with it, you're gone. Sorry.
No, those tools are great. And I'm I'm still getting used to AI. I'm definitely still warming up to it because I'm such a people person.
Yeah.
But I do think if you don't utilize it to the capacity in which you're comfortable, you will be left behind.
I don't think you should be swapping it out with human. Like you can't replace that.
No, you can't
replace
humans.
Need to keep who you are and all that sort of stuff. But if you can make streamline processes or make your day-to-day life easier through it, I think that's great. But anything else outside of it, it's all trial and error.
A lot
of people are doing some really big things with it, which is great, but a little bit scary.
I'm a little bit scared, but I feel like I'll warm up slowly.
Yes.
I think it's a very male-dominated industry, which is so fine.
Yeah.
Not many men in my life. So I feel like I'm just going to figure it out at my speed and like let it kind of work. I do also feel like things that come and go like too fast, we just got to move and groove and watch.
And I feel like you can get caught up in these things and like give it too much information. I don't know.
You never know where that shit's going.
I'll be putting my tinfoil hat on, like.
Honestly, I'm considering it.
Yeah.
Get me a farm, whatever.
I know.
Off-grid,
right?
Literally.
I just want a cow and some land.
Yeah.
And I'll be stoked.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for
Love you dearly.
Love you
and
dearly
such an inspiration.
Thank you.
And we'll be doing this again.
Let's
with
do it
champagne
again.
next time.
Yes, please.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.